The World is Still Beautiful, also known as Still World is Beautiful, is a Japanese manga series by Dai Shiina, serialized in Hakusensha's shōjo manga magazine Hana to Yume from 2012. Soredemo Sekai wa Utsukushii was first published as a one-shot in the same magazine in 2009, with a second one-shot published in 2011. It has been collected in 7 tankōbon volumes as of April 2014. An anime television series adaptation by Pierrot aired between April 6, 2014 and June 29, 2014 on NTV. Plot: Nike, the fourth princess of the Rain Dukedom and one who holds the power to call forth the rain, travels to the Sun Kingdom to marry Sun King Livius for her country, despite her own reluctance. She soon discovers that the king, who conquered the world and only 3 years after his ascendance to the throne, is still a child. Furthermore, for trivial reasons, he has demanded that Nike call forth the rain, and when she refuses, he has her thrown in jail. The story follows the two who, while at first are a married couple only in name, gradually begin to establish an emotional bond with one another. Main characters: Nike LaMercier, voiced by Rina Maeda, the fourth and youngest princess of the Rain Dukedom and Livia's love interest. She is the main protagonist of the story. She has the power to call forth the rain when she sings. She is sent, against her wishes, to the Sun Kingdom to marry Sun King Livius so that her country can retain its autonomy. She discovers that the Sun King, who conquered the world and only 3 years after he ascended to the throne, is still a child. Although, initially distraught by her fate, Nike comes to love Livius and accepts her future as the Sun Queen. Optimistic, understanding, and stubborn but caring, Nike quickly gains the affection of the peoples as well as Livius, who clearly loves her. She is said to be more popular than Livius among the people in the Sun Kingdom as she seems to interact with them on regular basis and helps them out when she can. Nike is also very strong, as shown when she beat up 4 of the palace guards. She will also avenge herself, if she believes that any wrong has been done to her. For example, although Rani originally wanted to kill Nike and almost succeeded in doing so, Nike forgives him, but she also beats him up for carrying out the attempt on her life. Livius Orvinus Ifrikia, Reversu Uruvanus Furikia, voiced by Nobunaga Shimazaki, Haruka Kuja. Livius is the king of the Sun Kingdom. In the 3 years following his enthronement he was able to conquer the rest of the world. While he is rumored to be a monster of some sort, he is actually still a child. Although his father was the former king, his mother was a commoner. While she was still alive, the two of them lived an isolated life in the castle because of his mother's low social status. Livius began his campaign to take over the world after his mother's death. He has a loyal butler who seems to understand him. His abilities as a king are considerable. Not only was he able to cleanse his kingdom's government of corruption soon after his coronation, but he then methodically defeated each opposing nation one by one. Nike has noted that although Livius is just a boy, his eyes are those of an adult. He granted the Rain Dukedom autonomy, but in exchange, he told them to send a princess to become his wife. Nike was sent to him and he is fond of her and grows to love her. After his mother's death, Livius grew cold and cruel and became distrustful of everyone around him. Neil, his butler, stated that this is because he doesn't know how to reach out to people, a trait he developed because he was constantly surrounded by enemies while growing up. This came about because of his mother's low social status. He and his mother lived a quiet, isolated life in his father's palace and were only able to rely on each other for support. After his mother's death, Livius began to show his true potential and he flourished, not stopping the expansion of his influence until the world was conquered. In a way, his campaign can be seen as a diversion to distract him from the pain of his mother's death. As the story progresses, Nike's presence and efforts to help the young king slowly begin to change him. On several occasions in the series, Livius can be very childish. Livius can also be very protective and violent when people that he cares about are threatened. He didn't hesitate to raise his sword against a person who attacked Nike, although Nike stopped him from killing the man. Later on, Livius reveals that he still harbors a much colder and crueler and if not an extremely jealous side. He imprisoned his uncle Baldwin and confined Nike to her room because he thought that Baldwin had seduced Nike and that she had fallen for Baldwin. He even threatened to burn her home kingdom to ashes, when Nike talked against him for sending Baldwin to prison. Neil, voiced by Tomokazu Shigeta. Neil is Livius's butler and tutor who often accompanies Livius during his travels. He seems to understand Livius and he cares about him a great deal. When Nike arrives, it is he who provides her with pertinent information and helps her fit into her new life as Livius' prospective queen. Sun Kingdom, Baldwin Cecil Ifriqiya, Barudin Shishiro Furikiya, voiced by Takahiro Sakurai. Bard is Livius's uncle and the Prime Minister of the Sun Kingdom. Sheila, voiced by Keiko Han. Sheila is Livius's mother and concubine of the former king of the Sun Kingdom. Ranra, Zanaya, Mikia, voiced by Haruko Aoki, Mizuki Oetsuka, Uksatake, maids assigned by Livius I to attend Nike. Vorden, Ratcliffe, Catesby, voiced by Shaichi Ikeda, Ka Seritomata, Issei Futamata, royal advisors of the Sun Kingdom. Laniarists, voiced by Daisuke Namikawa, High Priest from the Ministry of Priesthood of the Sun Kingdom. Jaina, voiced by Kenji Nomura, Royal Chef of the Sun Kingdom. Miranda, voiced by Yoko Sumi, reporter of the Sun Kingdom's Royal Family Bulletin. Carl, voiced by Takeharu Enishi, the Sun Kingdom's top designer. Rain Dukedom, Tohara, voiced by Shiza Yokoyama, narrator of the series. Tohara is the previous sovereign of the Rain Dukedom, Nike's grandmother, and Rain summoning teacher. Teteru Lemercia, voiced by Toshiharu Sakurai. Teteru is the reigning Duke of the Rain Dukedom, Nike's father and Tohara's son-in-law. Iraha, voiced by Michi Tomizawa. Iraha is Nike's mother and the daughter of Tohara. She has always been sickly and often seen on her sickbed. Myra Lemercia, voiced by Mary Wise. Myra is Nike's oldest sister. She is the first princess of the Rain Dukedom. Nia Lemercia, voiced by Iko Ino. Nia is Nike's second older sister. She is the second princess of the Rain Dukedom. Kara Lemercia, voiced by Yuka Terasaki. Kara is Nike's third older sister. She is the third princess of the Rain Dukedom. Kaitora, voiced by Takayuki Konda. Masa Kobayashi. Kaitora is Nike's cousin. He lost his parents when he was a child, so he and Nike were raised together by Tohara. It is implied that he has romantic feelings for Nike. Akai, voiced by Nariro Inu. Akai is member of the royal family of the Rain Dukedom. He is Tohara's nephew. Others, Amaluna Lurasale, Amaruna Rurasamaru, voiced by Yuki Matsuoka. Luna is Livius's childhood friend and the first princess of the Sea Kingdom. Media, manga, anime. The opening theme is Beautiful World by Joanna Koick, while the ending theme Promise, and the insert song Amafurashi no Yuta Euro A Beautiful Rain Euro A performed by Rina Maeda. Episode list, references. External links, official manga website, official anime website, The World is Still Beautiful at Anime News Network's Encyclopedia.